Welcome to Top Gun Options Tuesday Market SITREP. Here at Top Gun Options, Matthew Buckley, my call sign is Wiz, and this has got to be the chart of the day, folks, the VIX. The volatility index, we're down at 1993 levels, very close to 1993 levels. Literally, when I was in flight school, flying the A4 Skyhawk for the United States Navy, folks. This is nuts. That right there is saying there is absolutely nothing wrong in the world and everything's great. And obviously, if you're a long-term viewer of my SITREP or you're a member here at TGO, you know that's just ridiculously stupid and nuts. But let's talk about what's going on here. Here's what's interesting is for the first time in 9 years, we're at 9-year lows with stock flowing into, with money flowing into U.S. stocks. People are starting to head to Europe now. People are starting to head to emerging markets. This is a potential canary in the coal mine, folks, that people are starting to look for a potential better house, that we are way over our ski tips here. The VIX down below 10, down here at 9, is just insane, folks. Big article in the Journal today. We're at 1993 lows. Low reading indicates investor comfort with current market as jobs and earnings show strength. I take exception to that. No offense, but the non-farm payroll, big headline number. But if you're not a TGO member, folks, you don't read underneath the headline and know that all we're doing is creating leisure and hospitality jobs. Folks, a housekeeper, a guy at the front desk, a bellman, a bartender, a waiter, a waitress, a busboy. I've held a lot of those jobs, by the way, in my life. So God bless them. They're working, they're supporting themselves or their family. That's great. But no offense, those aren't going to power us out of this economic Vietnam that we're kind of running around in. We're not creating manufacturing jobs. We're not creating tons of jobs out there in Cupertino, California, or high-paying tech jobs. So the headline of that, yay, 2011 or whatever. Remember last month, it was like 75 grand. So I'm a seller of that headline, Journal, no offense. And earnings show strength. I'm a seller of that too. We haven't seen retail earnings yet in mass, and we're going to get retail sales on Friday. Folks, the GDP last Friday was a blowout awful number, okay? So, again, you read the headline, if you're not a member here at TGO, I go underneath and I say, consumer spending was the worst part of GDP. So, and consumer confidence has been weak. Personal savings is at like a 2-3 year high. Remember, personal savings might sound good to you, like, whiz, personal savings is great. You know, that means people are saving more money. Well, it ain't great for what? Spending. Folks aren't going out and buying the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip or the new BB dress. They're sitting on their hands. So, the Journal's saying, hey, it's great, earnings are showing strength. The only earnings that showed me strength were tech. Amazon, Facebook, Apple, a little bit of a miss, or there was some strength in tech earnings. Financials, guys, we know Goldman Sachs was a little bit of a miss. JP Morgan did great. So earnings were a mixed match. Yeah, they were the best in about 5-6 years, as we predicted. But still, the VIX should not be down here at 9. Now, let me give you this quick wisdom. You have to trade the market you have, not the one that you want. And the market we have says there's nothing else going on in the world, and everything's in all clear here. I don't think so, folks. Just like we wallowed around here going into the inauguration, in December, January, then little run in inauguration, then we wallowed and had a little bit of a sell-off with the healthcare debacle and below the 50-day, and now a little bit of a pop, but we're in a very, very tight trading band, folks, and also volume. Volume is anemic. Anemic volume, market at record highs, cash leaving U.S. markets to go overseas, personal spending going down, personal savings going up, and retail, earnings that I think are going to suck. Not a good recipe, folks. So again, when vol is cheap, you buy it. When it's expensive, you sell it. Vol at an 11 heart rate, I would say to buy. Vol at a 9 is stupid cheap, folks, okay? So it is absolutely, something's going to happen to freak this market out, folks. When and what, Wiz? I could rattle off 50,000 things that should creep you the hell out. North Korea hasn't evaporated, folks. Kim hasn't turned into a Republican or a Democrat. That is still out there. There are so many potential bad things that happen. You have got to be ready. Oil's kind of steadied today, kind of catching a little bit of a bid, but you know what, folks? With U.S. Production, hitting on all cylinders here, and OPEC countries lying about cuts, oil might rear its ugly head. So along with North Korea, you got oil out there. Oh, by the way, Iran's being quiet as hell because they're watching what's going on in North Korea. North Korea and Iran share missile technology. If North Korea is allowed to keep its nukes, you will have a nuclear Iran, and they will wipe Israel off the face of the earth. How about that for volatility? What else is going on? Good stuff. I mean, with the wallow around here, I legged into an iron condor this morning. We did a primary live trade brief from 10 to about 11:30. Got filled on a bull put spread that expires Friday, the 2380, 2385 bull put spread. That is paired with my bear call spread that I put on yesterday, the 2410, 2415. So this is a good looking trade. Potentially make $2,000 based on a risk of $5,500. Okay, so risking 55 to potentially make $2,000 as long as the S&P 500 stays below 2410 by Friday and above 2385. And with retail, Mario's speaking later in the week. Mario Draghi overseas, and with retail sales coming on Friday before market open, and I think them being weak, I think it's another one of those weeks where the market sells off into the close. As I've preached over and over again, and until you get in this into your head, and even when you do, it's still good to hear, the market doesn't like being long going to any weekends nowadays. Tweets happen over the weekend. Nuclear wars could potentially happen over the weekend. We get people on Sunday shows that say things. So usually the market likes to get skinny on Fridays going into the weekend. So I like this iron condor. We also put an iron condor on Goldman Sachs in the primary live trade brief, and we also legged into an iron condor as well on Exxon Mobil. So, folks, we have a lot of great stuff going on here. Remember, what is it, May 9th? 1 month away. We are 1 month away, June 9th, down here tonight, or that night, June 9th. So we'll be on the beach right now, maybe playing volleyball, but we're going to have a dinner on the 9th and then a full day of live trading on the second day. And then it's going to be awesome. And then we'll have a dinner Saturday night too. Grab your slot now, folks. Go.topgunoptions.com/Miami-event. Meet your fellow traders. If you're going to be new to TGO, this would be a great place to meet folks for the first time, okay? So I strongly recommend you get on board. If this is the first time you're seeing the SITREP, what's a SITREP? A situation report. Become a member, folks. Just go to our homepage and scroll down. If you're a skier, you're familiar with these symbols, beginner, intermediate, advanced. Just pick what type of options trader you are. Hey, I'm more interested in slow and steady takes the race. Accelerated retirement. Intermediate, I like trading the front months and having some hedges and also all the way out to Jan 19. Or I like weekly options, man. I like potentially making $2,000 this week based on 5,500 in risk. Okay, so just go to our homepage and take a 2-week test flight, all right? Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow with Wednesday's Market SITREP.